All right, hi everybody. Tarot Ass Backward here, and I'm trying to adjust the lighting. I just uploaded a video for your viewing pleasure, on the heels of which I'm going to do a pendulum read momentarily. However, before that, just some housekeeping. I am going to be on Heather Indigo Intuitive Arts, if that's still her name, on Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Also, I am going to be doing more psychotherapy one-on-one. If you want the reading, if you want the poetry, if you want any of that, please email me, esoterrorca1975 @gmail.com. Also, right now, with everything going on in Pakistan now, I think trading fire with, and I mean fire in a figurative sense, because I think it had something to do with interests that Pakistan had in Iran or vice versa. They withdrew embassy members or something like that. And now see how this is what I said would happen, though. I felt that, and even if the cards didn't agree, I felt that when it started in Ukraine, and then we had what we had in, of course, Israel, and where Israel, it's a holy war. There's no containing anything now. You can't contain it, you guys. I'm sorry. I mean, and everything I'm getting from meditation is suggesting we're in the crosshairs of potentially, something deadly worldwide. And this next 6 or 8 months is going to be really key to making sure that we don't go in that direction, because we're teetering on the brink. And anyone who tells you otherwise, I feel, and I'm not trying to fearmonger, although it is, isn't telling you the truth. So let's just be real about it and not hide it. Let's keep an honest perspective, yet at the same time too, pray and manifest a better outcome. Okay. So I had done an energy of war reading with, I don't know if it was Meister Tarot's deck or if it was someone else's deck, but the energy of war was what it was. And I don't know if that's the direction in which I want to go with this reading. I think what I would rather do is read on the possibility of World War III, because that leaves it open-ended in the sense that, A, we don't know if World War III is going to break out, if this would be called World War III. We also don't know if these nation states that are terrorist organizations, from our understanding of world wars, now you've got the terrorism in the mix. So would we even call it a world war? And there are other ways to fight now, with cyber and all this other stuff. So would we call it that then? And maybe get the energy, if you will, from tarot cards, based on I guess we're gonna read on the world energy. That's what we're gonna do tonight. Okay. So I will bring Pendy out. Pendy the pendulum. Pendy. Pendy. Where are you? Where'd you go, baby? Pendy the pendulum. Here it is. Wait. Oh, here she is. All right. So let's see. And for those just joining, please do like and subscribe if you're watching this on the back end of this. Are these little breakouts. Well, are these breakouts in the Middle East, or could future breakouts in the Middle East be the beginning of World War III? No. Good. Okay. Would we have to redefine what we mean by World War III if these entanglements in the Middle East continue? Circle. That tells me there's a possibility that these entanglements could lead to something bigger globally, but it tells me that it would be something where it would be redefined as a war, but not a world war. Are you suggesting that there would be some other form of colossal world? Are you suggesting, Pendy, that something of a different colossal world order to fighting and different totally from what we think of as World War would be at play if these things escalate over the next 3 or 4 years? Are you saying that there's the possibility that some new mechanism by which there's fighting could lead to what would be a new type of warfare? Yes. Is it a form of cyber warfare, world cyber warfare? Yes. Would there be any biological components to this? Would there be any biological components to this? Would there be any biological components to this? No. All right, let's take a look at what we have. Using the Valentina Tarot, everybody. The energy of New World, the energy of New World War. As we ascend these energies, perhaps galactic beings or people with other motivations less pure than those than we can imagine, will be employing new forms of warfare that we're not yet seeing. Is the energy ripe around the world? For such a colossal world war in a new world order, as if it's never been done before. I don't know why I get this card so much in readings lately. 4 of Wands. which generally can mean a prison, or it can mean a family. So it can mean the White House. I'm going to go with the White House on this one, just because that's what my guides are saying. All the energy of whether or not we do, you guys, even still nowadays, with as kooky and as global a world as we're in, is what I'm hearing, where the world is intertwined, and because of the internet, we're all together. It's going to be up to the United States whether or not countries, and I don't know how this is possible, are at war with one another. We can't contain it. We can't control it. But maybe the technology that we're going to have as far as cyber warfare is going to inure to our benefit is possible, so that we can stay out of these entanglements and hopefully assure, quote unquote, allies that they do too. The greatest challenge to that, 8 of Swords. I'm going to go self-imposed fear. You know how when COVID came and we all just kind of became conditioned like Pavlov's dog to stay inside? I mean, in the beginning, yeah, we were doing it for our lives, but if you came to get used to that sort of way of life of nesting, it became a problem because you had to get out of that habit. You might have gained weight or didn't have the benefit of Wegovy or Ozempic back then, like Donald Trump might. And then you gained weight, right? And then you had to start all over. I feel the complacency is our biggest challenge, thinking that we're immune to that. The lyric in George Michael's Praying for Time I'm hearing right now, where he says, what's over there is now over here. So you scream from behind your door, say what's mine is mine and not yours. And that leads to the fear that is part of this. Innovation is going to be key. Finding a strategy to get out of it is going to be key. Knowing that we have some of the best people in the world working on it is going to be key, because it's going to take a different type of warfare than we've ever seen. Energy that we are in a world sitting in right now at this current moment. King of Swords. Now, for me, this is all about strategy, timing, troubleshooting when we're talking about cyber warfare. That is something that we something that we're working toward right now. We're not afraid of it. We're working around it, which is positive. In the past, as far as the energy of New World War, and I call it New World, I'm not saying New World War, I'm saying New World War, right? Ace of Cups. Makes sense. I mean, decades upon decades upon decades of religious fervor that becomes fervid emotionalism that makes everything just bubble over. It makes sense, right? Subconscious energy. I pulled it. It came in reversed, so I'm going to take the reversal. King of Cups. Yeah, this is the problem, you guys. Upright in a political reading, it's Biden. But this is someone who's not measured in their emotions. They will manipulate emotions. Could be a player in your personal relationship, or it could be someone that stands to gain something by manipulating you and manipulating the media. And I am thinking of Putin only because at this point, there's no greater divisive force in the world, whether it's on a computer or not. In a lot of cases, he's been up behind those troll farms. So I'm going to say those are playing a big role in this. Near future on this. This is a very interesting card for me. Two of, striking that balance between saying we're not in a war or redefining what the term war, new world war means, right? I mean, it's upright, but it's upright vertically such that we're going uphill. Are we going uphill or are we just going? I mean, if you look at this, are we going uphill or are we going sideways? Right? I mean, are we not on the right path? We're trying to balance our way through and maintain that balance. And then, with infinity, instead of seeing infinity, I'm seeing a figure 8 almost, or an 8. I don't know why. All of these wars could go on for eternity, is what I'm hearing with infinity here. What we're attracting, and remember we got the King of Swords as the energy we're sitting in. What we're attracting right now, Tower reversed. If you want to get a good read on the Tower, I guess in reverse form, because we're making the decision to face what's in front of us, but it's not coming in the fear part of the reading. It's coming in what we're attracting. So through our own actions, through our own manifestations, through the words we've said, through the indoctrination, through all the things we've done to oppress one another as children when we were bullies, things that we've done are attracting. That's what we're attracting. And usually the energy we're sitting in has something to do with what we're attracting. So in this instance, we're trying to be in a position to stave off any attack in whatever form it comes through the strategies that we've developed and through I'm hearing mind control, trying to overcome mind control. But what I'm also hearing is attracting an energy where people are giving into their most base instincts right now. That's why the Tower is reversed. It's that thing like with 9/11, which I know is triggering, where people were jumping to their deaths, and you could see these photos of them. I don't like to say this, but it's almost as if people are willing to die for their religion. And some of these people, because with the King of Swords card, I was feeling more America than I was the world. I feel like even Americans are going to be willing to join holy wars. Well, yeah, they already have, right? On some level, but I see more of that coming. I see, and I also want to say, too, and this is just for entertainment purposes only, someone jumping to their own death, I see as suicide, a strategy of suicide. Suicide bombings. Maybe that's what's going to hit France, suicide bomber. What we're attracting. Okay. What's influencing us right now? The sun reversed. I guess any way you can get something hasn't been revealed to us yet that is going to be probably key in how this is fought. Or maybe some new technology within cyber warfare is going to be at play, or some mechanism by which people can gain control of our infrastructure, and we figure out a way to combat that. We figure out a way around troll farms. We figure out a way. I mean, to me, it makes sense that it would be that, because given the troll farms and given all the things that they're able to do with those, the next step would be able to, I mean, if they can hack into voting machine systems, and for entertainment purposes only, of course, which in 2016, I don't think it's a conspiracy theory. They really did do that in about 7 key battleground states. They might continue to do it, and they might do it into things that are going to affect our daily lives. Hopes and fears. Yeah. Here we go. Borders, you guys. Even Biden's going to get tighter on the borders. A lot of readers have seen that. I also think too, because I've gotten hits on immigration, and with a lot, this is just the card for immigration. I mean, it can be moving away from something smoothly and going to calmer shores. But if it's a hope, it's of course that people around the world find the salvation in these war-ravaged areas. But with the new world warfare, the safer shores just might mean, based on this, there's a certain primal, or I almost see a chariot in it. Almost a, what do you want to call it? Basic need, like for food, for shelter, for all of that stuff that could be affected, or light, warmth, cooling off in the summer. They could fuck with the power grids. Getting to the other side of that involves working through and working out of old ideas about what warfare is. In other words, if we're going to be fighting, in addition, let's say we have a ground war somewhere, and if in addition we're going to be having cyber warfare too, we can't think of what we've done in the past is going to get us to the end point. We have to think in terms of the new world warfare. That's all I'm getting on that. And that's a fear of ours. In other words, being attacked on a lot of different fronts, even abroad, because a lot of what we do is tied to other countries that have people that are willing to come here and inflict harm on us. I'm not saying everyone, for entertainment purposes only, but I'm also hearing that too. You could start seeing people from Russia get in here with greater degree of stealth. But ultimate outcome, you guys, I got the moon reversed. To me, and if you go back, it looks kind of galactic, and then you come closer, it looks like a cow with the udders, and then you come closer, and it's just, whatever. It looks less discernible on the surface the closer it gets to the camera. But with the moon reversed, something will have already come to light that it will, because we got the sun too reversed. Usually when I see it upright, I'm thinking something that will have already happened, something that might have happened ancestrally, meaning it could have happened eons ago where they actually succumbed, whether it was Atlantis or all these other places, to annihilation, but we found a way around it this time. It can be my paranoia card, my obsession card, if it's upright. Just like with the Two of Swords, the Two of Swords, if you reverse it, there's no denial. I'm thinking there's another mystery here that's going to be whether it's the galactics helping us, whether it's some technology they already have, or they're just going to put a stop to it. But they wouldn't end us, would they? I don't know. All right, no one has come on. I'm gone.